Brad Williams, Excel Prime. Show the total number of cities found using a 3-letter search. This one, I'm gonna demonstrate more than anything else. We have this nasty looking formula here, right? What we want to do is look through our list here and just count. Just identify how many matching cities and then show them. Here in our list, we have Denver and it's showing twice. We hit F9, we're going to see New York is showing up 3 times. Here's the formula. We have this if. We have this if deal. I'm going to get into that in a second. Here is just a count. All we're doing is counting, and here is what we're searching for. Anything that starts with any W. All right, any 3-letter combination. We're going to match or we're going to show. Let's look into this thing. The discussion is, the narrative is helpful. I'm going to break this thing down and I'm going to try to dissect it and explain it as I go along here. We're going to go, we have this if statement. Let's just go into here. We have this if statement. This is just a test. F5 is greater than total 263. We have our name ranges. Name ranges 263. Here, we're going to have D8 as our D8 here. If F5 is greater than total, then put a blank. We're saying if F, in this case, if F8 is greater than the total, then put a blank. So you can see why we have blanks in here. That's the test. That's the logical test. And if true, put a blank. And if false, then let's move forward. And here's the meat and potatoes of this thing. Really, all we're doing is saying, look here. And if there's a match, show it. You're going to have to do a little thinking here. Let's just look. We know there's an array. We know with the index, we have an array, and then we have a row. We're just trying to find row numbers, plural, aggregate. We're taking an aggregate here. Now, aggregate is one of those functions that has a lot of different, it's very flexible. You're going to have this function number. You're going to have this options. You're going to have the first argument and second argument. I didn't break down the definitions. We have 19 different choices with the function number, and we also have 9 options with the options number. When you're uncertain, go in here and then just highlight the functions number and then blank it out. Just put a number in there. Doesn't matter what it is. Here are the options. We chose 15, small. That is our functions number. We're going to put 15. Make sure to click it twice. Our options, same thing. You can put 1 in here, and there's going to be 7 choices. We're ignoring errors. Double click it. Then we get into our array. Our array is this. This is our row based on index. We have to go through and we need to sort this thing by small. That's number 15. No errors. Go in and we develop our array based on, well, F5 is N. We're going to use row, and then we're going to divide it by our search. Let me show you what all this means. Here is our row city. City 263 is here, minus row B5 plus 1. We're going to show our 16 rows by number. Got that? You need to break this down piece by piece. Do so. Here is our row. Then we're going to look at what ISNUMBER is. This is what we're dividing by. We're looking at search. You know what search is all about, right? Search locates position of text within a cell. So we're searching initials. We're searching D8, D5. We're looking for We're just searching any W here. And if we find it, give us a true or false. That's what ISNUMBER is doing. Search is just looking for a position, and ISNUMBER is going to take that position and give us a true or a false. If you want to look into this, you hit F9, and you're going to see value, 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 value 1, value, value 1, 1. So that's where any W shows up. And all ISNUMBER is going to do is convert those value errors into true and false. Got that? We've addressed the row divided by ISNUMBER. What we're doing is taking one, we're going to go rows, divide this by ISNUMBER. What happens? We got 1 divided by 0, div error. 2 divided by 0, div error. 3 divided by, until we hit 5 divided by 1 is 5. So anything is divisible by 1 is going to give us the number. Pretty nifty. So if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we've identified any W's. We go over, we throw in aggregates. Aggregate, what are we looking for? Function number, option, no errors. You see these errors? We don't want to see them. We don't want to see them up here. All we're doing is looking at this row. Now it's just going to go down, and it's going to find 5, 6, 7 based on our aggregate. And then you put this all together, and here we did our test. We passed the test. It's not true. All we did is follow this exact format. Index, once we figure out our aggregate, then all we're doing is looking through this list. It's going to produce New York, New York, New York. And then, because we said we don't want to see errors, done. Hit F9. Here, you're going to have 2 SANs, and we have a total of 4. We use the count A to do that. We just produce it here. 3, 4, 11, 12. 3, 4, 11, 12. If you need to break this down more, or if you want to read the narrative, do so. You may be stumped at the search part or at this aggregate, but just read this up and then fool around with aggregate. Look at the anatomy. Study the anatomy, study the flow. Right to left is how we evaluate this thing. Fred Williams signing out.